What's good, guys? I just came back from the bank. I just deposited a nice check. Apparently, the funds should be available tomorrow since there's no hold, so that's a plus. But I wanted to show that to you, not to brag to your face like, oh, look at me, I'm making money. But I wanted to give you guys a message. 4 years ago, I was not able to deposit these types of checks in my account. 4 years ago, I was a struggling real estate investor. I was trying so hard every single day for the last year and a half before. It was just not working. I don't know what it was, but something was just not working for me. And it wasn't until I figured out this land thing, man. It wasn't until I figured out like, oh my gosh, like I can flip land and make money, that my entire business changed, my entire life changed. And I just started seeing success beyond my comprehension. It literally broke my brain. Just the first year in my land business, I broke six figures. I had my first $50,000 check, and that broke my brain too. Then I had a $100,000 check, then that broke my brain. Then I had a $150,000 check, that broke my brain even more. And then now I'm trying to aim for $200,000, $300,000 checks, just continue breaking my brain, continue to break my limits of what I believe is possible. If you really think about it, 4 years ago, I was not in this position. So what changed? And the thing that changed for me was me switching to land. Like that was literally the only thing that I did. Okay, maybe not the only thing, but it was the main thing, all right? The main thing I did was switching out to land. I bought this course who taught me how to sell land, and I ended up doing it, and it ended up working. And what's crazy about that whole process, or just this whole process overall, is that it made me realize that you can fail 10 times, you can fail 100 times, you can fail 1,000 times, but it only takes one time, one success for you to see massive results. Like you only need one success. Like, I don't even know how else to describe it, because it's like before I was successful in land, I was trying houses, right? And I was trying houses and it wasn't working. And I tried like other types of businesses. I was flipping phones, that didn't work. And then I went into trying to sell on Amazon FBA. That didn't work. Then I went and I tried flipping land, and boom, all of a sudden, like massive success. The thing about success for me is now it's where it's like, it's gonna take a long time till you see success, right? But that once you see that initial success, once you like get paid the first time, like once I got my first land deal, I was like proof of concept. I know exactly what I need to do now. Once I realized that land works, just went straight. Like it was like tunnel vision. I'm like, how far can I take this? That's the most interesting part of it, because just this one business literally made up for all of the other losses that I've ever had, right? I mean, mind you, like throughout my journey, I was paying for courses, I was paying for mentorship, I was paying for coaching. I didn't see any results of that until like a year and a half later. So it's like, I believe that you can be able to shortcut your way to success, but you can't shortcut success. So let me explain. It's like you can shortcut your way to success by learning like the strategies that you can implement into your business to be successful, but you can't shortcut the journey of success. Like you can't shortcut all the trials and tribulation you're gonna face. Like you can't shortcut all the L's. Maybe you might lose money sometimes. Maybe there's gonna be some months you don't have business. That does not negate the fact that your success can literally be founded by one business. Like you literally only need one thing to achieve massive success. And that's really my message today to you guys, man, because if you're out there and you're getting and you're trying and you're failing and it's just not working, you're being discouraged and you're just like, oh fuck, is it me? Like, why can't I just get successful? Do bad things keep happening to me? My message to you for that is, bad things aren't happening to you, man. Bad things are happening for you, right? And when you put yourself in a position of power, like you just have more in control. Like if you're like, oh man, I just can't seem to get away from bad things, instead of saying that, because I put you in a victim mindset, Instead, put yourself in a winning mindset. You're like, oh wow, this happened for me because I had to learn this, and because I had to learn this, now I'm able to do this. Because like everything that happens to you is obviously a learning lesson. I don't know if you're aware of that. It's your job to now take that learning lesson as a learning lesson, or you can take that learning lesson as a reason why you can't achieve what you want to achieve. Don't try to go through all this trials and tribulations and then now try to victim blame yourself because all of a sudden things aren't happening for you. If things aren't going the way you want it to go, it's your job, it's your duty to figure out how to get it to go the way you want to go. And sometimes that takes time. God will not just give you blessings like here because you won't appreciate it. God will be like, okay, so you want this? All right, bet. Let me see how far you're willing to go. Let me see how much pain you're willing to withstand to get to where you want to go. And if you start thinking about it like that, you're like, oh, this is so painful, but because it's so painful, you have to make it work. That's basically God testing your will and God testing how bad you really want it. And once you show God that you really want it really bad, He's going to be able to give you blessings on blessings on blessings once you overcome those trials and tribulations, right? You have to give it your all. You can't even try to fake your way to it. Think about it like this. I'm being tested because I want to achieve $10,000 a month. I want to achieve 20,000, 100,000, whatever it is that you might want to achieve, right? Think about how many other people want the same result as you. So many people want the same result as you. You have to now put yourself in a position where you're like, I want this more than everybody else. First of all, 90% of the people, once they reach the first hurdle, they're going to quit, right? So if you reach the first hurdle and you continue through that, you already beat 90% of people. And then now you're only dealing with the 10% of people. And out of those 10% of people, only like 1 or 2% are gonna be able to get through the next hurdle. The more you keep going, the less competition there is because you're not the only one dealing with those problems. Everybody else is gonna be dealing with those problems. If everybody else faces the first challenge and quits, that gives you the advantage. Now there's gonna be less competition. You're good, bro, because you have beat everybody else that quit. So then now it's like, okay, are you gonna quit at the third hurdle? And this is why practice is also important because if you're new in business, it's hard for you to go through all hurdles without being phased, right? So now you have to put in your reps, you have to put in your practice, you have to put in your time. And that is how you're able to get to the 5th, to the 6th, to the 7th, to the 8th. And the great part about it is it doesn't have to happen all at once. It can take time for you to get through that, and time is okay because as long as you're progressing, as long as you hit the first hurdle, maybe you didn't make it, you go back to the drawing board, you're like, okay, this is what I had to do to get the first hurdle. And it's literally that back and forth. It's literally that back and forth. And that's literally all you have to do to be successful. I say it's all like, I make it seem like it's so like easy, but it's very simple. And that's why I say that's all you have to do. But it's a very hard thing. So if you're able to accomplish and to be able to do that hard thing, you will beat out 99% of everybody else because everybody's going to stop at the first, second, or third. I hope you guys at least take this message with a grain of salt. Don't give up, man. Do not give up at the third hurdle. Do not give up at the fourth hurdle. Do not give up at the fifth hurdle. Matter of fact, never give up. Never give up, because once you give up, you're literally letting everybody else win if you give up. So don't give up, guys. Just keep going, keep pushing strong. And, you know, it's just a matter of time until you make it. Shortcut your way to success by paying for mentorship. Shortcut your way to success by buying courses, reading books. Get all the information that you need, put the pieces together. And once you have all the pieces together, that's when you're going to see massive success. And that's my message for you guys today. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.